Hola niños y niñas, ¿cómo están? Vamos a empezar con vengo a celebrar. Vengo a celebrar con cantos y tradiciones. Levanto mi voz al viento para alegrar corazones. Excelente. Ahora hacemos palo bonito e. Palo, 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 palo bonito, palo e. Palo bonito, palo, Con dos manos. Palo, 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 palo bonito, palo, palo bonito, palo, Excelente. Ahora hacemos el marinero. So, if you have anyone in your house you'd like to play with this with, that would be fun. Otherwise, puedes jugar conmigo. You can play with me. El marinero se fue al mar y mar y mar para ver qué podía ver y ver y ver. El único que podía ver y ver y ver fue el fondo de la mar y mar y mar. Marinero se fue al mar y mar y mar para ver qué podía ver y ver y ver. El único que podía ver y ver y ver fue el fondo de la mar y mar y mar. Marinero se fue al mar y mar y mar para ver qué podía ver y ver y ver. El único que podía ver y ver y ver fue el fondo de la mar y mar y mar. Marinero se fue al mar y mar y mar para ver qué podía ver y ver y ver. El único que podía ver y ver y ver fue el fondo de la mar y mar y mar. Excelente, muy bien. Ahora vamos a hacer un baile. A baile is a dance. This is a fun dance that I found that can get us moviendo un poquito, moving a little bit. So you're going to hear music in the background. They're going to shout out an instruction, and then we're going to repeat the instruction with our words, and you can follow my movements with your body. ¿Sale? Okay, it's a little bit silly, but it's actually pretty fun. So, todos arriba, everybody up, arriba, arriba. Voy a apagar la luz porque estorba. Okay, listos.
Atención,
Sí, señor. Compañía.
Brazos extendidos.
Brazos extendidos. Compañía. Brazos extendidos. Puños cerrados. Compañía. Brazos extendidos. Puños cerrados. Dedos arriba. Sí, señor. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Compañía. Brazos extendidos. Puños cerrados. Dedos arriba. Hombres torcidos. Compañía. Brazos extendidos. Puños cerrados. Dedos arriba. Hombres torcidos. Cabeza hacia atrás. Compañía. Brazos extendidos. Puños cerrados. Dedos arriba. Hombres torcidos. Cabeza hacia atrás. Cola hacia atrás. Muy bien, niños. Excelente. So, espero que se divirtieron. I hope you had fun. Okay, vamos a seguir. So I wanted to mention just quickly our poem, La Muralla. I know I sent home a copy of it for you to work on. I've decided we're going to wait on reciting it together until we can see each other again, because I think it's just too hard for you to listen to me on the video and try to repeat after me. I don't know what you're stuck on. I don't know how everybody's doing. So you're welcome to continue reading La Muralla or drawing pictures that relate to La Muralla. But we won't work on reciting La Muralla until nos vemos otra vez, until we see each other again. Okay, vamos a hacer una pequeña revista, a little review of our questions. Primero, ¿cómo te llamas? Yo me llamo Maestra Carey. ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú dirías, me llamo, and your name, right? Okay. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Tengo 41 años, right? I have 41 years. ¿Cuántos años tienes? You would say, tengo, your age. If you don't know your age, you can count it on your fingers. Then años, that means I have this many years. Tengo 9 años. Por ejemplo, I have 9 years. ¿Ok? ¿Cuántos años tienes? Excelente. ¿Y cómo estás? Estoy bien. Yo estoy bien. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Estás bien? ¿Estás mal? Más o menos. ¿Cómo estás? Okay, excelente. So, la semana pasada, last week, la semana pasada, we talked about la migración de las mariposas, right? The migration of the butterflies. And your assignment was to draw a map of Canadá, Mexico, y Estados Unidos, and to label it with some things. If you didn't do it, no hay problema. That's okay. You can still look at mine, and you can still do it this week if you would like to. So, esto es mi mapa. Les quería compartir mi mapa. Aquí dice migración de las monarcas. ¿Monarcas qué son? Son mariposas, ¿verdad? Aquí está Canadá. Aquí están los Estados Unidos. Y aquí está México. Aquí está el bosque. These are árboles, son árboles or trees. El bosque, donde vienen las mariposas, right? This is where the mariposas arrive to rest. Aquí está mi mariposa monarca. Aquí están las flechas que señalan su camino. ¿Y qué más? Aquí está el mar, right? Todo el azul. I don't know if you can tell that it's azul, pero es azul. Es el mar. Muy bien. Aquí tengo mis direcciones. There we go. I think you can see them. Okay? Norte, sur, este, oeste. So, Canadá está en el norte. México está en el sur. Canadá está al norte de Estados Unidos. It's north of Estados Unidos. México está al sur de Estados Unidos. It's to the south of the United States. Aquí tenemos el mar Pacífico, right? I don't have it labeled, but this is the Pacific Ocean, el mar Pacífico. Está en el oeste, oeste. Aquí está el mar Atlántico. El mar Atlántico está en el este. So, estos son los 4 direcciones cardinales. Y vamos a seguir hablando de eso. So, we're going to keep talking about the directions. We'll say adios to the mariposas for now. Adios, linda mariposa, monarca. And I want to show you otro mapa, another map. It's a little bit smaller. Hopefully you can see it. This map is a map of Meso, Mesoamerica. So Mesoamerica is not something that people talk about in the present too much anymore. It's an ancient delineation of land. Mesoamerica talks about a place where la milpa was cultivated. La milpa is maíz, frijoles, y calabaza, alongside chiles and quelite. So maíz is corn, beans, and squash. That's the milpa. This land is where the milpa was most prevalent, and it's also where a group of people called the Maya rose to where their civilization rose to its great heights. So los países que vemos, tenemos México, right? México, it's hard, Guatemala. Guatemala está al sur de México, right? Belice está aquí. El Salvador y Honduras. So I wanted to show you Mesoamerica because it's where the Mayas were most prevalent and continue to be, though less so today than they were thousands of years ago. So las Mayas tenían sus propias maneras de ver las direcciones. They had their own special way of seeing los cuatro direcciones. Les voy a mostrar el compás Maya. So this is what a Mayan compass looks like. Cada dirección tenía o tiene un color, right? Every direction has a color. So primero in la Mayan compass es el este, the east, that's on the top. That's their primary direction. Donde amanece el sol, where the sun rises. That is their primary direction. ¿Qué color es el este? Es rojo. El oeste, donde duerme el sol, where the sun sleeps, es ¿qué color? Negro. El norte. So norte is actually white. It's blanco. But because I couldn't really draw white on white, I made it more like gris. But el norte es blanco. El sur, ¿qué color es el sur? Amarillo. And then there's a quinto dirección. There's a fifth direction in the Mayan compass. And it's verde azul. Verde azul. So some say that in certain Mayan languages there was not a separate word for blue or green. It was just blue-green. So the fifth direction, the center is verde azul. Verde azul. Entonces, lo que vamos a hacer, what we're going to do is a little sort of walking game. So the first thing I want you to do is get your markers, maybe they're socks or rocks or whatever you can find to mark the four directions. Well, actually, the five directions, los quinto direcciones. And for now, don't worry yet about este, oeste, norte, sur. Just put them in across, right? So, por ejemplo, yo voy a poner uno aquí, mi rojo, lo voy a poner aquí. I'm just going to put my one here, otro atrás, right? I'm going to put another one atrás. These colors aren't necessarily corresponding to the Mayan colors right now because I don't have all the Mayan colors. I'm just going to put uno aquí, one on this side, uno aquí, uno en medio. Okay? So I have my quinto direcciones. So hopefully you've got some room and you can create yourself a little circle like this. From here, we're going to draw símbolos of the Mayan directions to label our directions, okay? So vamos a empezar con este. And what I would recommend you do is I'm going to hold up the symbol and you press pause. Toca pausa, and you can draw the same symbol. And you can label it. You can either write the whole word out, este, or you can just write an E. If you just write an E, you'll have to remember that it's este if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. You could also write the whole word out and cover it later. So this is este. This is the Mayan symbol for este. So go ahead right now and press pause and draw this symbol. When you're done, you can unpress pause and you'll see the next symbol, okay? So once you have finished drawing este, Cuando terminan de dibujar este, I want you to find este in your circle. If you don't know how to find it, have your parents help you. It might help to know that have your parents help you because it really depends on where your casa is. Para mí, este está aquí. It's hard to see, but este for me is here. So I'm going to put it aquí, este. Okay? Luego, vamos a dibujar oeste. Oeste. What is oeste? West, right? Oeste. So, again, I'm going to put oeste here. You may press pause, draw this symbol, and then unpress pause, and we'll move on. Okay. Once you have drawn oeste, we're going to take our symbol and we're going to put it in la dirección contrario del este, right? The opposite direction of este is oeste. So find the opposite spot, the opposite point in your circle, and put oeste. Muy bien. Ahora vamos a dibujar el norte. Norte. Aquí está el símbolo para norte. Okay? So, again, press pause, look at the symbol, and you may draw norte. When you're done, unpress pause. Okay? When you're finished drawing, you will take your norte and you will put it in the north. So we have este, we have oeste. Ahora vamos a buscar norte. Para mí, el norte está aquí. I'm going to make my circle a little smaller, más pequeño, para que lo puedan ver bien. Voy a poner mi norte aquí. Ahora tengo este, oeste, norte. Ok. Ahora vamos a dibujar el sur. So you can make here your symbol of the sur, the south. Okay. And you know, these drawings, they can be as detailed or as not detailed as you would like. We're just trying to find a fun way to make labels right now. So again, press pause, do the drawing. When you have finished drawing sur, vamos a buscar donde ponerlo. Let's look where to put it. Here I have north, so where's my sur? It's over here. I wonder, amigos, if I put this computer up high, it might be easier to see my circle. Excuse me for a minute while I do some technical rearranging here. Let's see if this helps. It might help, it might not. Maybe not so much. What would help would be something. What would help would be a cameraman, right? Okay. I think I'll put my computer back down here. Lo siento, amigos. Discúlpame. Okay. Bueno, yo puse el sur al contrario del norte. So I have, might be easier if I were out of the way. I have este, oeste, norte y sur. Okay, ahí está. Ahora nos toca el centro. El centro. ¿Dónde está mi centro? Aquí está. So, este es el símbolo maya del centro. Centro. Okay? Centro. So again, press pause, do your dibujo. And when you're done with this drawing, we will find the centro, que es fácil, ¿verdad? Es easy. Centro goes here, justo en medio, right in the middle. El centro. So ahora que tienes todos tus símbolos, now that you have all of your symbols, vamos a pararnos en el centro. We'll try to be careful with our centro paper. Here, maybe I'll just put mine here and I'll stand next to it. Okay. Y vamos a caminar hacia el este, to the east, hacia el este. Cuando caminamos, we will say este. Este, 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 este. este. Yo llegué al este. Aquí estamos en el este. Ahora volteamos. We turn around. Which direction do we need to go in to get back to the centro? We need to go oeste, right? West, oeste. So vamos caminando diciendo oeste. Oeste, 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 oeste. Let's keep going all the way to our oeste symbol. Oeste, 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 oeste. Excelente. Nos volteamos, turn around, and let's go back to the centro. Which direction do we need to go in to go back to the centro? We need to go este, ¿verdad? So let's say este as we walk. Este, 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 este. Ahora estamos en el, ¿dónde estamos? Where are we? ¿Dónde estamos? En el centro. Excelente. Ahora caminamos hacia el norte. So which way do my feet have to go to point north? Así. Which way do your feet have to go to point north? Vamos a ver. Ahora caminamos hacia el norte diciendo norte. Norte, 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 norte. Volteamos, turn around. Which direction do we need to go in to go back to the centro? El sur, right? Sur, 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 sur. ¿Dónde estamos? In el centro. Which direction do we have to keep going in to get all the way to sur? Sur, 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 sur. Excelente. Volteamos. In which direction do we need to go in to go back to the centro? El norte, ¿verdad? Norte, 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 norte. Muy bien. So I hope you can see here my circle with its cinco puntos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Excelente, amigos. So what I would like you to do at home, I'm not going to do this because I think it might be a little hard to follow me in my circle while you're at home in your circle. But what I would like you to do now is to put the video on pause again and to either cover up your labels or to fold them backwards so you can't see them. And then I would like you to do that same walk that we just did, where we go este, then oeste, then este to get to the centro. Then we go norte, sur, norte, again to get back to the centro. I would like you to do the walk without being able to see the labels and see if you can just remember which directions are where and what they're called, okay? Y pueden ir practicando. You can go practicing, okay? Excelente. Let's see. Vamos a terminar, niños, con un cuento. I'm gonna tell you a story. This is a Mayan story from Mesoamerica. And this is a story about a sorcerer named Itzamna and the lady of the yellow Ramon. So Itzamna was sometimes depicted as one sorcerer, and sometimes he was depicted as 4 different gods corresponding to the cuatro direcciones. So you had Itzamna este, Itzamna oeste, Itzamna norte, y Itzamna sur. So this is a story about Itzamna and the lady yellow Ramon leaf. I'm going to tell you this story in English, mostly in English, because it's a complex story and it's also the words are very beautiful. So I thought you would enjoy hearing them in English. Okay? Once the great sorcerer Itzamna fell in love with the young goddess of the moon. When he saw her gathering shafts of moonlight for her loom, he fell into a swoon and lost count of the stars and planets. He followed her day and night, disguised as a blue iguana, as a red-throated hummingbird. He watched her weave the south wind. He watched her when she went down to the river to bathe, disguised as the boulder she leaned on, disguised as the pebble under her left foot, disguised as the water rushing around her ankles. Instantly she felt an odd shiver and leapt onto the bank. He was the cattail reed she clung to, the leaves she used to dry her toes. She tried to escape, but he was everywhere, in the humid air, in the racket of the birds, in the oncoming night. She tossed down her comb and ran. Her comb turned into brambles, but he changed into a quail and flew after. She took off her jade earrings. They turned into a cornfield, but he changed into a fox and chased her. She sent a rabbit to distract him, but Itzamna wasn't fooled. She threw down her necklace of pearls, which turned into the midnight mist, but he changed into the north wind and came after her. She dropped her silver sandals. They turned into shadows, but he became the night and pursued her past the dawn. She unfastened her silver gown. It turned into a mirror, and he saw himself glowing like the rising sun. She disappeared in the light. He turned into a cloud and caught her. The goddess gave him her love because she loved everyone who loved her. But she was as wayward as he, rising and setting in different places on the horizon, racing or rambling across the sky, and always changing faces. Be still, he cried. Be constant. I am the moon, she said with a bewitching smile. Itzamna was exhausted by her changing her mind. He was an old god, after all, and even though he possessed all the magic in the world, he couldn't dream of enough ways to keep her. And so he turned the young moon into a ramon tree, older than creation. Brown and motionless, she stood at the southern tip of paradise. Her roots reached deep into the underworld, and her branches brushed the sky. Her enormous leaves provided shade for the eternal flowers. Her graceful limbs provided nuts for animals, nesting, places for the birds, and a soft bench for old Grandmother Moon when she passed on her nightly journey. Eons passed without a rustle or a sigh. Lady Yellow Ramon Leaf became the mother tree of the forest and the mother tree of the gods. Out they stepped one by one, whole and fully formed from a cleft in her wide trunk. She cradled her divine children in her arms. Itzamna was growing so absent-minded he forgot about everything in the world. His heart turned to stone, his mind turned to sleep. Moths and butterflies lost their wings, the corn withered and died. Hunger tightened people's bellies, and they could barely pray. Lady Yellow Ramon Leaf leaned down and spoke to them in a soothing voice. Don't worry, I will take care of you. Ever since, the wild nuts of the ramon tree provide food during times of famine. When the gods of wind and rain send plagues and torments, the god offers bread that tastes like chocolate. Those whose bones are twisted and feeble, those whose mouths are dry as straw, call her the moon tree, because inside every nutshell is a little moon that cures all sickness and heals all wounds. So this again is a picture of the ramon tree, and this is a picture of Lady Yellow Ramon Leaf. And this is the fruit that when you open it up inside, there's a little moon that cures all sicknesses and heals all wounds. So again, this is the story of the Maya, who lived and continue to live in Mesoamerica. And this book is called Maya, Gods, and Monsters, and has lots of fun stories. Okay, so, última cosa, niños, last thing, I want to show you your assignment. So this assignment, I'm going to give it to your parents in their email. They can print it out, or you can just do it orally. That means you can just speak the answers. You can read them on the computer and just answer them orally. Or you can even write down the questions and the answers in your Spanish book or on another piece of paper. I'm just going to show you what it looks like and how it works. So here I have nombre, your name, fecha. Fecha is the date, remember? So you will write your date here. Remember, in Spanish, you put the number of the month, like the day of the month before the month. So today is el 5 de abril, right? It's April 5th, el 5 de abril. So I will write 5/4/2020, because that's how I think all Spanish-speaking countries write the date, or at least lots of them. Cinco, because that's how it would be said in Spanish. El 5 de abril 2020. Okay, so nombre, fecha. If that's confusing, that's okay. Just write your name. And then I have a list of landmarks. Some are near your house in Portland and some are far away. And all I want you to do is write the direction that these landmarks are in relation to your house. And I have a little answer key on the next page that tells you how to say to the north, al norte, to the south, al sur, and on. Okay, to the east and to the west, al este y al oeste. So number 1, I have El Rio Willamette, right? The Willamette River. Which direction is that from your house? From my house, El Rio Willamette está al oeste, to the west. So I would write here al oeste. Or if my parent or somebody was just asking me, I would just say al oeste. Okay? And you can have fun thinking about where all of these different landmarks are in relation to your casa. Okay, niños? Muy bien. Espero que se diviertan. I hope you have fun. Que estén muy bien. Vamos a terminar cantando Naranja Dulce. Naranja dulce, limón partido, dame un abrazo que yo te pido. Toca la marcha, mi pecho llora. Adiós, señora, yo ya me voy. Adiós, niños y niñas.